L'any 1953, Ingvar Kamprad, fundador d'IKEA, va triar el poble de Älmhult, al sud de Suècia, la comarca de Smäland. Un lloc ideal per obrir una botiga de mobles, perquè hi ha grans boscos amb molta fusta i bons fusters. La ruta turística recomanada és visitar el Älmhult, el museu d'IKEA i prendre una bona cervesa i hamburguesa al restaurant de l'hotel IKEA. Si tu ets un aficionat a la música rock, a la botiga de discos Hot Stuff trobaràs milers de vinils, entre molts altres estils musicals, grups de garatge beat revival dels 60 com els suecs Crips i els Backdoor Men, i també clàssics del punk rock dels 80 com els Jam, Sex Pistols o els Buzzcocks.
My name is Per Feltenborg. I'm running Hot Stuff records in Sweden. We sell on the web. We have a web shop and we also have this nice shop here. I started my career like most people by being a record collector. First it was the punk music scene, and then when the mod revival and garage scene emerged in the early 80s, I started to listen to the Jam and other bands, and for some times I also grew up with my friends in the Creeps, who made some really good albums at the mid-80s. I also run my label Busy Bee in Sweden. We specialized in reissuing old recordings, mainly from the 60s or from the 80s garage punk scene. We make like LPs like Swedish Crimson Shadow, never made a real LP at the time, but we collected all singles and much more. We have done the Vertex, who also only made a few singles. We even done some foraging acts like Prisoners, and of course the Swedish Garage Kings, Nomads. We're also into mod pop, power pop music with the moderns, and then we also have these collector series, the Digging for Gold, which is specialized in punk rock, garage sound from all over the world. This one is especially only with Swedish bands, but there are Norwegian, Argentinian, Finnish and so on. And also the famous Fading Yellow series, we're up to volume 21 now. We have done all since beginning of the 2000. So there's coming a new one every now and then. So welcome to Hot Stuff Record Vault. It's our old bank location, 2 ton of door outside, and then you have the record heaven in here. Here's our rarity section with all kinds of music, posters and everything. Signed Nirvana, drum skin, and inside here I have my private collection. Come join we. Here we have an original Jimi Hendrix 1967 poster when he played in Gothenburg with 2 Swedish classic bands, Mäcky Markman and the Baby Grandmothers, who both made some incredible good singles in the 60s. It's from a John Lennon exhibition with his signature, but someone spilled coffee on the poster. Oh, wow. That's another nice one. That's the 14-hour Technicolor Dream. Classic London Festival. London Festival. It was 14 hours with Pink Floyd, Pink Floyd, The Who, John Lennon, Soft Machine, Pretty Things, and you can read all the different artists here. It was both artists and musicians and lots of happenings. Classic first album with The Who, with signatures of Keith Moon, Pete Townshend, John Entwistle and Roger Daltrey, the whole band. A good album in perfect condition, maybe value 500 euros or something like that, but this album is you hardly ever see it in good condition because it was played very much. It's like a party album. But I think I have, if I have a look here, I have, let's see. Here you have a mint copy. Inside here it's no humidity and it's always around 20 degrees warm, nothing hotter. Especially in the summer like now, it's easy to get hot and records get destroyed. And humidity can make the paper go bad. This is Pink Floyd's third single, Apple and Oranges, with a UK promo sleeve. And it's really hard to get. It's not in the best condition, but it has another thing that's really interesting. And it's this. I bought this from a UK DJ who got it straight in the hands from Syd Barrett. And Syd Barrett wrote his phone number and said, please call me and tell me what you think about it. So this very single has been in Syd Barrett's hands once upon a time. Really cool stuff, I think. Here's another favorite, a Belgish band called Adam's Recital. They made only one single, which is really hard to get, but it's a total garage punk classic. I really love it. One of my all-time favorites for sure. Tim Buckley, Velvet Underground, playing together in 1968, I think. This is a single, God Save the Queen, the normal one from 1977, signed by whole Sex Pistols on the inside. It was made in Växjö when they were playing on a Swedish tour in summer of 77. And the story goes that Sid Vicious tried to make a ballpoint on the outside, but it couldn't be seen. So he destroyed the sleeve and signed on the inside, and then the rest of the band signed on the inside as well. So this is what is left after the Sex Pistols messed with the sleeve. As they were banned to play in the UK, they were not allowed to play in England. They made a Scandinavian tour. So they made like 12 dates in Sweden, Norway and Denmark. I'm 60 now and I've been collecting since I was maybe 15 years old or something. So it's 45 years back in time. From the very start, it was the punk singles I was after. The Jam was my favorite band, and their singles were really hard to get with the picture sleeves. So we were calling around and looking around in shop in Sweden, and finally we got to London where we find a few more. And that was a start, but then I picked up things through the years. I'm buying lots of collections, and sometimes when you're lucky you find something you've never seen before, and that's what's most exciting with having this work as a record dealer. This is a special one. It's only released in Sweden. Rest of the world it's have a blue cover, but in Sweden it happened to have a red cover. And another special is this Spanish, actually, all around the world, which is in black and white sleeve. Otherwise it's in full color sleeve in the rest of the world. And the Japanese in the city is pretty hard to get as well. Their very first debut single, so didn't make many copies of that one in Japan at the time. Book of handmade record sleeves. It's actually our company who made it, but we only made 100 copies, so this is the only I have. It's sold out. I don't only like the music, but I also like the sleeves and the artwork and everything. And it's nice with the paisleys and all this 60s stuff, but I also like much of what Factory Records did, because they played with really simple expressions and nice picture sleeves and funny gimmicks around all their products, which is really, really great. This is Factory Records, Factory 14, their 14th album, or product actually, because they numbered singles and LPs in the same row, which is quite unlike many other labels. However, this is the Reticulum. They made a sleeve with sandpaper. The idea was that this sleeve should destroy all other sleeves in the record shops, because it's so hard and would cut into all other record sleeves. And the story also tells that Factory Records was a community, so all helped out. So many of these covers were actually glued on the sleeve by the members of Joy Division in the kitchen of Ian Curtis once upon a time. So imagine Ian Curtis maybe made this sleeve for me. I don't know, but for sure, but it might be so. This is the original with a textured sleeve, you can feel. It has the original inner sleeve with the rounded corners and the cut down like this. And everything in a perfect condition.
How many prints and there were?
I don't know actually. It's not, there is quite a few, but still finding in this kind of condition is the hard, because this sleeve is very fragile, so it very easily get destroyed. We have a velvet underground. This is actually the German original, but as it was very complicated to print the sleeve, they imported the sleeve from the US. So this is the peelable one, unpeeled, where you can take off the shelf, and you have this banana underneath. So here you have before and after shot of the same sleeve.
And the Warhol Classic.
And the Warhol Classic, so it's not only music fans who are buying it, but also art fans who wants to collect and have it on the wall to show. Really nice to have framed. We have two different or almost the same sleeve. On the front, the same sleeve with a peelable banana, but on the back you have the big difference, where on this one you can see Emerson, American actor, showed on the back screen where the band is playing. He didn't approve that in advance and tried to sue Velvet Underground, so they stopped doing this. So on all later editions there is the same picture but without his body on the picture. And this makes a big difference in the value. This is valued about maybe 3,000 as much as this one. We talked about the BCB label and all the issues, and we did this Backdoor Men LP only a few months ago, and here we have Stefan Nilsson, bassist player from the group that made these recordings in the mid-80s. First they did a single Out of My Mind, which is a true classic on the Tracks of Max label, which more or less were like the single predating the Enjoy the Creeps album, which housed two of the same members as Backdoor Men, in fact.
Say we started 1983 kind of, and then ended up 1986 where the Creeps took too much time of half of the band, but yeah, during 3 years there was an extensive
yeah. And from the beginning you did, your name wasn't Backdoor Men, was it?
No, we actually were called POW, prior Backdoor Men, but then yeah, it ended up with Backdoor Men instead.
And what kind of music did you play from the beginning? Did you play your own songs or did you do covers or whatever?
I think we did both actually. We took covers we liked, and then we started to do own songs, but for sure there was covers. Everything from Kinks to whatever the good garage hits. The drummer in the group, Ismail, he used to have a lot of Beatles stuff because he was a hardcore, and he's still a hardcore Beatles fan. So he had that, and Robert, I can't remember what he had. He has as well.
A damned freak from the beginning, but then he went into the Seeds and Music Machine and all these. So classic American bands, I think.
American, yeah, garage, classic American.
And Hasse, who wrote most of the song, he was a big Dylan fan on the same time as he liked all the other bands everyone did at the time.
We didn't play in Spain. We played a lot abroad, but not that much in Sweden actually. We played a lot in the, it's called the gas district. It was Germany, Austria, Switzerland. So there was a big scene. We actually released only 2 singles, and those are for sure on the album. And then there is a lot of live versions of covers and stuff on the album as well. And I think majority is actually recorded in Germany, in different clubs, because they like to record a lot of live things. For sure they send it to us, and we got access to that as well. So thanks to the German promoters, they recorded a lot, and it was really funny to listen to. And when you hear it now, I think it sounds really good. And we were a good live band.
First single, Out of My Mind. 2 different versions, one in blue vinyl and one in black vinyl. And you have a test pressing. If you want, for all the vinyl freaks, I have the test pressing. And then we have the second single, Going Our Own Way, which came in 2 different sleeves, one with purple and one with green. And I even have the rejected sleeve. This was the plan that it would look like this from the beginning, but it never make it like that. And then Backdoor Men actually made a 3rd single, which was a freebie coming with the Italian magazine Lost Trails. Where they had 2 songs on it.
I've forgotten that we did that one, but then when he told me, and when Per showed me,
and this is actually a little bit of a super group, because from this group you got the Creeps, 2 of the members, and Steve, he went on with the Daffodils, which made 2 albums and lots of other tracks. And Isse, the drummer, he went on to Living Stones, who only made 1 single, and that together with members from the Stomach Mouths, and also from Crimson Shadows,
yes.
1 person.
That is actually a classic Swedish garage song as well. I think it's a surf garage. I think it's really good, that one. That's brilliant.
And here you have like old live pictures.
I think
here when they're playing in Hamburg with Prisoners.
Yes, that was a good evening.
Even Prisoners on stage there.
Which year was the live?
That was 1985.
Yes,
85. 85.
85.
Yeah, 85. October 85.
Yes.
And here you have a letter from Greg Shaw saying he likes the tracks and he wants them on a compilation.
He's an icon.
Yeah, bomb record.
Yeah.
And here's the early Hot Stuff catalog with Backdoor Men records presented.
Yeah.
And here you have the record agreement between Hot Stuff and Fab Records in Hamburg for releasing the Backdoor Men single.
The first single was released on a Swedish label called Tracks on Wax, and then the second, this one, it's from a German label. Yeah.
So who are you in this photo?
The sunglasses.
The sunglasses, okay.
Yeah.
And here are some of the reviews in Swedish magazines when it came out in '85.
One of the most, I would say, that we respected journalists here in south of Sweden, I would say Sweden, when it comes to this kind of music. He actually voted this single of the summer in Sweden.
Single of the summer '85.
Yes.
Before whatever, Madonna, Mick Jagger, a garage song was number 1.
The reviewer was actually in the biggest daily paper writing it. He really liked it.
Yeah.
But it never went into the official charts really, but the underground charts, everyone bought it.
Yeah.
The idea was to make a photo when they are seen in a mirror, but then when it came finally on the sleeve, you don't understand it's a mirror anymore because there is too much psychedelic around it.
Yeah.
It's inverted, no? Inverted photo.
Yes.
That's fabulous.
But it was...
It's very original.
Who did that one?
The artwork, who did
the artwork? Was it...
it was... First, it was Hessel, who made he made a rejected one, but I think he made that also.
I think yes,
or someone else helped him out a little bit. Yeah. I'm not sure.
There is a lot of art directors in Älmhult, still are, but we get connected to some of those really good ones. That was they were.
IKEA is attracting lots of
originals,
and artists. It's nice to have this album by Tritons next to Backdoor Men, both playing the same kind of music and finally available on vinyl now, like 30, 40 years after.